Good morning. Good morning from wherever you're watching me. My name still remains Nur Mohammed and welcome to Otara Farms. In this video, I would like to let you know that you don't need a big space to start your farm. Some people have the mentality of starting a farm, but they are scared to start because of the space. I'm not having space. Guys, look at the space I have here. Very small space. Look at the space I have here. Very small space. This is the space I have here. Very small space, but you can make millions out of a space like this. If you do your work and do it very well, you can make millions out of this small space. You understand? You don't need big money to start your farm. You don't need big money as well. When you come to chicken farming, you don't need any big money. Just be patient. You just have to be patient and start small. Be patient and start small. Don't be in a rush. You can start with 5, 10, 20, and you are good to go. Which one do you want to start with? Local or the exotic ones? If you want to start with the one that you can. I personally started with the layers. I started with the layers, and later on I added broilers. Then I stopped the layers. Now I realized my space here is not helping me for the layers. For layers, you need the numbers. So I stopped the layers and now I focus on the broilers and the dual purpose. And my problem now is the broilers is a seasonal something. So when you do it, you just sit down and then you'll be waiting for another season. But when you come to the dual purpose, like the coilers, the local chickens and stuff, it's there. The market is there. The market is there, and it is the easiest one to start. All you need is 5 or 10 hens and then 2 cocks. If it's 5 hens, you need 1 cock. If it's 10 hens, you need like two cocks. If you want cock can service the 5. You understand? So start with this. Humble start. So when you start with this 5 or 10, let's assume you started with 5. How much do you need to start with 5? You need, with the best, with 5, I think if you are having, let's assume one is 100 cedis. The young ones like pullets or 3 months old, you can start with 3 months old. I like to start with those let me tell you something. If you trust the source that you are buying your birds from, you can start with a point of lay, which I think 1,000 cedis will buy this 5 that you want to buy, or 10, depending on the age and size. 1,000 can buy. If you are starting with 3 months, 1,000 can buy more than 5. If you are starting with the point of lay, I think 1,000 will reach 1,800, 800 or 1,000 will reach. You understand? So let's assume you are starting with 10. So the 10, you start with the 10, and then let's say start with 11, 10 females and then 1 cock. This cock will service the 10 females. If they are point of lay, to start laying. The reason why I said it's advisable to start with a matured one is the moment you bring them, they will start laying. But if you don't trust your source, I beg you, start with the young ones, because sometimes some people don't raise them very well, so their system of laying, their system will not develop very well. So sometimes they delay in laying, or maybe the animal will not be that healthy. So the moment the immune system is not strong, so the moment you bring the bird to your farm, one or two diseases, but when you start raising them from the young age. You know what went into raising them, you know how you raise them, you know the kind of treatment you give them, so their system becomes very strong. That is why you have to weigh the two. If you trust your source, go for the matured ones. If you don't trust your source, just go for the young ones and raise them yourself. Okay, assuming you started with the young ones, you have 6 months or 5 months before they start laying. That is the local base, local or the dual purpose base, those ones. That means you have 6 or 5 months before they start laying. Some start 4.5 months, some start 5 months. It depends on the breed that you're starting with. If it's local, I think 4.5 to 5 months they'll start laying for you. So after 5 months, you start receiving your eggs from them, and they are going to start laying at the same time. They're going to start laying at the same time. So within short time, these 10 hens start laying. When they give you 10 eggs each, meaning you are having 100, right? 100 chicks after they hatch for you. So if you have an incubator, you just put it inside and then they start hatching. If you don't have incubator, you let them sit on your on the eggs and then they hatch for you successful. So within a year, you'll be expecting about 200 chicks, because when they hatch at 5 months, they take care of the chicks, they take care of them. If you want to brood them yourself, that is very good. Just take the chicks from their mother and then brood them yourself, which will be good. Exactly 2 weeks. Exactly 2 weeks. The mother hen with good feeding, she will start laying again. With good feeding, the mother will start laying again. Or 3 weeks, she will start laying again sharp. You understand? So whilst you are brooding the young one, the mother start laying again. When they start laying, exactly when they start sitting, they use like 2 weeks to lay the eggs, and then they sit on it for 3 weeks. In all, 1 month, 1 week, right? So another 2.5 months, a 1.5 month time, you're expecting another set of chicks, which is how many? Another 100. Let's assume some died, some didn't hatch. So let's say 80. So from the first one to 80, so how much? You are getting 160 chicks. So before the year ends, you are having about 200 plus chicks if you do your work very well. So the following year, you have a lot of birds to sell. Assuming the following year you are able to raise 200, let's say 200, it will be more than that if you do your practices very well. You have 200, and these 200, you are selling one. You are selling one at 100 cedis. How much are you expecting, my people? Do the math. You are expecting 20,000 Ghana cedi, which is the old currency, 200 million from this base. And also, mind you, you are going to sell them more than that 100 cedis. Someone is asking, is the market there? Yes, the market is there for local chickens. The market is there for this base. Just that we are not doing it as business. We are not doing it as business. People see it as a hobby in the house, but it's actually a business. Why did I think of doing this? Because when I was doing the exotic base, people call me that I need chicken. I need the local ones. Why? People use it for spiritual purposes, and they need the local ones. You understand me? They need it for spiritual purposes, and they need the local ones. Some need the eggs for medicine. You understand that there are some big men that they don't like the exotic base. They prefer the locals, and even the eggs too. They prefer the local eggs. The market is there. You look for the market yourself. I'll treat that in a different topic, in a different video. You see, guys, so you are making 20,000, the next year expecting 20,000. How much did you invest? Let's assume you invested 1,000 cedis in buying the best, and you invested another 1,000 cedis in creating a kit like this for the start. You know, you need something like this to start, top and down. This 1,000 cedis can increase. I did not start this with a brand new use. I buy the home use. So if you have the money, you can start with the brand new use and do something. I constructed it myself. So guys, total investment, let's say you invested 2,000, and by the following year you are getting how much? 20,000 Ghana cedi. You understand? Let's say you invested 3,000 because you fed them to as well. You are expecting that amount the following year. Those that started with the matured ones, exactly a month you are harvesting. You start laying, and then you start to harvest your chicks. So those that will start with the matured ones, by that same year, December, they can start selling. Those that start with the mature ones, you start around January. In 7 or let's say 5 to 6 months, you can start selling your cocks and the hens too as well, because they are ready by then. They are ready by then. You understand me? They are ready for the market. So the advantage is when you start with the matured one, you harvest faster. When you start with the young ones, you start faster. And the disadvantage is when you start with the young ones, and if you start the young ones, you'll be able to build their immune system. But when you go and buy the matured one, the person is not the person didn't raise them well. You are buying sick birds to your farm because their system will be very weak because the person didn't raise them very well. That's the advantage and disadvantage. So you weigh the two, which one you think will be favorable for you. You can just go straight. Me, with the experience that I have now, if I see a sick bird, I know. If I see a bird that is not that healthy, I know. If I ask the age and I look at the weight, I know what I'm going for. You understand? So guys, don't be too disturbed about the space and the money to start with. With chicken, you can start with any amount. You can start with one chicken if you have the patience. You can start with a male and a female, if you have the patience. You understand? Yeah. So stop worrying yourself about the space. Chicken is the easiest work to do. I'm not talking about the labor work. No, I'm not talking about the work, but it's the easiest work to start and the cheapest way to start, and you harvest big if you do it very well. So guys, don't be discouraged by the little space that you have. You can start this with a small space that you have at your backyard. I know somebody who starts turkey farming in his bedroom, in his porch, and today he has a big farm. So if you have the passion for it and you are ready to do the work, go ahead and do it. Don't allow anybody to discourage you. I was discouraged when I started. But today I'm benefiting from what I'm doing. Thank you very much. Please keep subscribing to the channel. Keep liking my videos. It's very necessary. People watch the video but they don't like the videos. Why? To come out with a video like this is not easy. The editing alone is a whole work. Sometimes we record, but to edit it then post it is a problem for us, because this is not what we do alone. We do other works too as well. So please, when you watch the video, just hit on the like button. If you've not subscribed, just subscribe. You understand me? To support the channel so that it will motivate us to do more videos. Thank you very much and stay safe. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.